In the final moments of Game 5, LeBron James injured his knee, though it went unnoticed at first. Shortly after the Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs, it was revealed that James had suffered a sprained medial collateral ligament (MCL) in his left knee. Even in pain, he managed to finish the game, which showed his resilience and competitive nature. However, if the Lakers had extended the series to Game 6 or Game 7, LeBron wouldn't have been able to play and would have had to sit out. Now that the season has ended, LeBron is focusing on recovery. On a recent episode of Mind the Game, the podcast he hosts alongside NBA legend Steve Nash, LeBron spoke openly about how serious the injury was and the pain he went through. He said the morning after Game 5 was one of the most painful of his entire career. "When I tried to get out of bed on Thursday, I said, 'Oh my God,'" James recalled. "I called my doctor right away. I told him I couldn't wait until Friday and needed to come in immediately." His urgency, even after so many years in the league, showed how severe the injury really was. Though LeBron has dealt with knee soreness and tendonitis in the past, this was his first MCL sprain, a type of injury that often sidelines players for several weeks. James said he instantly knew something was wrong when he collided with Timberwolves guard Donte DiVincenzo. The pain came immediately and felt different from anything he had experienced before. Just 2 days after the Lakers were knocked out of the playoffs, ESPN's Dave McMenamin reported that LeBron had officially been diagnosed with a Grade 2 MCL sprain. James later confirmed the report and mentioned that the team doctors estimated a recovery period of 4 to 6 weeks. While surgery isn't expected, the rehabilitation will be lengthy, and any setback could delay his return. LeBron's path to recovery won't be simple. At 40 years old, each injury carries more weight. Though his discipline, work ethic, and access to elite medical care remain excellent, time is not on his side. His toughness is well known, but even the greatest athletes have limits. This injury now casts doubt not only on LeBron's short-term future, but also on the overall direction of the Lakers franchise. As the team's front office begins its offseason planning, LeBron's health will be the main concern. Can he fully recover? Will he lose some of his mobility or explosiveness? Should the team think about reducing his minutes next season? Or is it time to start planning for a future without LeBron? These are major questions with big implications. LeBron isn't just another player. He is the face of the franchise, a locker room leader, and a global figure whose presence draws free agents, fills seats, and keeps championship hopes alive. If he can recover and return to peak form, the Lakers may still have a shot at a title. But if not, the team might have to rebuild sooner than expected. Every choice the Lakers make this offseason, from hiring coaches to shaping the roster, will depend on LeBron's recovery. Will he be ready for training camp? Can he still be the dominant player he's been for over 20 years? Or does this injury signal the beginning of the end of one of the greatest NBA careers ever? Time will tell. Right now, the Lakers are caught in limbo, stuck between a disappointing playoff exit and the uncertain hope of a fresh start. As the organization looks ahead to the 2025-26 season, one of the biggest unresolved questions involves the future of guard Austin Reeves. Reeves has become an important part of the rotation and may be a long-term asset. However, his current contract situation poses a tough decision that could seriously affect the team's financial plans and overall strategy. Reports say the Lakers are considering offering Reeves a 4-year contract extension worth $89.2 million. That's a major increase from the 4-year, $53 million deal he signed last offseason. This new extension would pay him nearly $42.5 million annually in its later years, signaling a major investment. Yet, there are signs that Reeves might turn down the offer and explore free agency after next season. That possibility is significant. If Reeves chooses to leave, the Lakers could lose him without getting anything in return. On the other hand, if they go through with the extension now, they would be locking in a big portion of their salary cap to a player whose solid regular season didn't carry over into the playoffs. Reeves' postseason performance raised concerns. Though he played hard and stayed composed, his stats dropped noticeably during the playoffs. In the regular season, he averaged 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 1.1 steals per game, shooting 46% from the field and 37.7% from three-point range. In the playoffs, however, he posted just 16.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game, shooting only 41.1% overall and 31.9% from beyond the arc, even while playing 39.2 minutes per game over the 5-game series. The gap between his strong regular season and underwhelming playoff numbers has sparked internal debate. Is Reeves truly the player his regular season stats suggest? Or did the pressure of the postseason reveal his limitations? If it's the latter, should the Lakers commit to him long-term? One reason Reeves is eligible for such a high extension is due to favorable rules in the current NBA Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA. Under these new rules, young players who exceed expectations can qualify for large extensions, especially if they are high-usage contributors. On paper, Reeves fits that profile. But as Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka evaluates his options, the key question is whether Reeves' on-court performance justifies such a big financial commitment. From a management standpoint, every option remains on the table. If an attractive trade involving Reeves becomes available, the Lakers may not hesitate to explore it. In that scenario, Reeves isn't considered untouchable. If a deal could improve areas like three-point shooting, rim protection, or perimeter defense, trading Reeves might be seen as a necessary move for the greater good. Still, Reeves' youth and steady growth make him a valuable asset. He has a high basketball IQ, avoids forcing bad shots, and plays with the kind of energy and fearlessness that both fans and coaches admire. These qualities have made him a fan favorite, and many inside the organization believe in his potential. But potential alone isn't enough. If the Lakers want to seriously contend for a title, they must make smart, sometimes tough, decisions. Giving Reeves a huge extension based mostly on his promise and regular season stats, rather than his playoff impact, could limit the team's flexibility. Pelinka and the Lakers front office now face one of their most important off-season decisions. Keeping Reeves would offer some continuity and secure a rising talent. Letting him go would free up salary space for other moves. Exploring a trade might strike a balance and turn him into players who better fit the current team needs. This decision isn't just about Reeves, it's about defining the Lakers' identity and mapping out their future. The choices made in the next few months will shape the team for years. Will they bet on Reeves' continued development, or will they move on before locking into a long-term deal? The clock is ticking in Los Angeles, and every move counts. After a disappointing and early exit from the playoffs, the Lakers are once again at a turning point. They had high hopes entering the postseason, but now face an offseason filled with uncertainty and major decisions. Following their first-round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, rumors have been swirling about potential trades, roster overhauls, and new coaching strategies. One issue stood out above the rest: the Lakers' lack of size and presence in the paint. It's a weakness that may have been overlooked, but is now a pressing concern. Heading into the 2024-25 playoffs, expectations were high. With star duo LeBron James and Luka Doncic, many believed they were title contenders, but structural problems soon became clear. The team couldn't match the Timberwolves' physicality in the paint on either end of the floor. That disadvantage was obvious throughout the series. Minnesota's front court, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, and Naz Reid outplayed the Lakers' smaller lineups. Coach J.J. Redick chose to stick with small ball rotations, even if it meant reducing minutes for taller players like Jackson Hayes. Hayes, one of the few players who could defend the rim, saw limited action, leaving the Lakers exposed inside. The absence of Anthony Davis, who had been traded for Doncic, left a gaping hole at center, and the team never properly replaced him. Looking back, a key moment of the season might have been the trade deadline. Several reports claimed that the Lakers were close to acquiring young center Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. Luka Doncic reportedly supported the move, viewing Williams as a strong pick-and-roll partner who could help their inside game. But the deal fell apart at the last minute due to concerns about Williams' health and long-term durability. Williams had missed a good portion of the season because of injuries, making the front office hesitant. Still, his skill set and physical traits were exactly what the Lakers lacked. A true 7-footer who could defend the rim, grab rebounds, and finish around the basket. As Ivan White of Sporting News noted, one of the biggest reasons the Lakers lost to the Timberwolves was their lack of size. That problem might have been solved, or at least reduced, if the team had managed to bring in Mark Williams.